Greetings and welcome to the Rise Up Mama podcast. My name's Vanessa and I help busy women like you, especially mums, to improve and maintain your health and wellness through positive mindset development, nutrition and fitness coaching. If you're tuning in for the first time, I'm on a challenge set by my online marketing coach to produce an audio recording every day for 1 year. I'm delighted that you're here with me. I hope you're going to stay for this journey. I'm on day 9 and I've got a quick question for you before I go into today's topic. Do you have your goals written down? If you do, are you consistently taking action to stay focused on achieving your goals? If you're seeking to make positive changes but you're feeling stuck, today's topic may help you. I hope it does. Because the question that I have for you is, what is stopping you from achieving your goals? So, my intention today is to highlight some of the reasons that may be preventing you from achieving your goals. And as I do so, I will share examples with you from my own life, because the question isn't just aimed at you. It's also aimed at myself as well, because self-reflection is a great way to help you to take charge of where you are and make decisions to help you to move forward. So the first thing I want us to think about together is, how often do you review your goals? If you have your goals written down, that's fantastic, but are they in a written notebook that is now buried somewhere? Personally, the formula that I use is in my daily, I actually call it daily devotion, because it includes quite a few things, including gratitude, but goal setting and reflection is part of it. And how I actually structure my writing for the day would be to go back and look at the short term, the medium or the long term goals. So every day I'm actually rewriting either the short-term, medium or long-term goals, and there's usually about 3 key things that I've put down under each category. This has been really important for me, because as I have evolved and how I'm seeing my life transforming on different levels, then obviously those goals are changing, and some of them, the long-term goals, maybe are very similar to what I was putting down in the past, but I'm finding it very helpful to keep reviewing on a daily basis these goals. So every 3 days I'm actually looking at my short-term goal again, looking at the medium-term goal again, and the long-term goal. Now, I've said this in a previous audio posting, that when you're saying yes to something, that's great, but if it isn't aligned with your goals, it means that you're actually saying no to something else. So I'm going to share a story with you later, which is actually going to amplify how I've been procrastinating for at least 1 year. But this actual goal, the intention that I have for myself, if I actually got on and did it, it will make a difference not only to my life, but also to the community that I'm aiming to serve. So we have to ask ourselves, what is actually stopping? So the question, what is stopping you from achieving your goal? Is it self-esteem? So self-esteem is the opinion that you have about yourself. When you have healthy self-esteem, you will feel positive within, and you'll feel good about your life in general. And that is what's making it easier for you to deal with life's ups and downs. I personally find that my self-esteem is boosted when I'm on track with my exercise, particularly team exercise, team activities, sorry. So doing exercise as part of a group. I know that that has had an impact on my personal confidence. So energy and how you're moving your body can have a positive impact on how you feel about yourself. Now, thinking about goals, not only does self-esteem, so low self-esteem would be the proper terminology, play a role in this, you may find that you are battling with self-doubt. Now, ironically, when we were children, we actually believed that we could do anything. But somewhere along the journey from childhood to adulthood, self-doubt creeps in. Are you in the position where you have questioned your ability of something or an area of your life that when you were younger, you were certain you could do that? So the example I'll share from my own life is that my dream, my goal, my aspiration to become a dancer disappeared when I became a teenage mum. Suddenly there was doubt about how could I perform and have this caring role. And unfortunately, I didn't have positive role models in my life that could really help me to comprehend how I could make both things work. So just ask yourself, how many times have you been talking to yourself and telling yourself that you cannot do something? So you'll know within you what that something is. Now, I'm here as a lifestyle coach to help you to challenge your limiting beliefs. You need to check in and ask yourself, where did this belief come from? So I'm now coming up to the age of 45. It's going to be my birthday at the end of this month. If you've been following this podcast since the start, you will have heard me speaking about dancing quite a few times. I've literally danced my way into happiness and into emotional alignment over the last intensely 4 days. And I have no limiting beliefs about my dancing ability, even though my body is much older and the aches and pains are now there. And ironically, I said to my mum yesterday when she gave me some money for my up and coming birthday, and she said, "Oh, what will you do with the money?" And I was very joyful in telling her I would be putting this towards a new pair of dance shoes, Mum. Thank you very much. So challenging that limiting belief that I cannot perform because I'm getting older is just not something that I am going to accept. And again, as we move forward in this journey, I hope that you'll see how I'm overcoming the self-doubt around dance, and I will evolve and transform in that area of my life as well. Now, as well as self-doubt, you may find that you can sabotage your intentions. So this is where you have the good intention to take action, but unfortunately you're stopping yourself, and this hinders the goal that you're trying to achieve. So sometimes it may be in relationships. You may actually say, I want a relationship. You're lonely, you want a relationship or friendships. And when you find yourself in that situation, your attitude, your behaviour, your communication actually drives people away from you. Or you may convince yourself that there's something that you don't want, but actually you really do want it. And it's a inner turmoil that you will need to overcome. Other examples could be you've made set an intention, set a goal to lose weight, to drop a dress size, but you're overeating. Or you've decided, you've made a connection between when you drink and maybe that next day you're not as productive as you could be, but you carry on drinking. or you've decided that you want to get fitter and feel more energized, but you actually decide that you're not going to move enough. So that's self-sabotage. Now, another word that you would have heard of, I'm sure, is procrastination. And procrastination is when you delay putting off tasks that can actually be done quite quickly, and you've decided that you can leave it to the last minute, or you wait until the deadline's passed and then you start to take action. Now, I'm going to hold my hand up. I do procrastinate and I don't even understand it. So for myself, I'm learning to get my 5-minute task done in that present moment, and that has been fantastic. I have actually seen how I'm keeping things moving within my own intention, which is helping me to get closer to my goals. But what I will say is procrastination can be a result of depression. And depression is when you feel hopeless about a given situation. So you may have a lack of energy, which is actually making it difficult for you to focus or to start something and then finish something. And actually, sometimes these are really simple tasks. So I said to you at the beginning of this episode that I'm going to share an example of where I am procrastinating, and I'm sharing this with you because, as I said, we're on a journey together. You will see changes within me as you stay tuned in and you keep checking in on what how my story is evolving. But the procrastination comes to writing a book, which I've always had that intention. And just to put it in context, I was given a lovely compliment today by a lovely woman who's actually been reading my weekly newsletter. Well, I don't know what you call it, I write into people on my mailing list. And I got some really positive feedback and complimenting my writing style. And I actually explained, oh, well, I am a writer, but I cannot call myself a writer because I don't write often enough. And I feel within myself that this may be linked to self-doubt somewhere or another, because I attended a writing course back in 2019. I was actually pregnant when I attended the course, so I could feel my energy levels were going down naturally through pregnancy. I took maternity leave when obviously my gorgeous boy arrived. It was a big change in our lifestyle for myself, going back into parenting, for Mark becoming a new parent. So, okay, you could give me a year, all right? But my son is actually coming up to 2 years in April. We're a week apart, our birthdays. And during that time, I've observed that, and I'm so delighted for them and I'm so proud of them, but I've observed that others that were on the course with myself have gone on to publish, well, not just publish, they've actually written, completed and published their books. And as I said, I've been a great cheerleader and congratulating them on their success. But then I've thought, well, what's happened to my my goal of becoming a writer and getting this book out? So I'm putting it out there because as easily as I can see it is to ride the wave of consistency by doing this challenge, producing the audio, I'm actually going to say to myself, well, maybe writing a page a day might be a step too far straight away. But if I actually put it out there, hold myself accountable and say I'm going to write a page for my book every other day, then again it's going to bring me closer to achieving the goal. So again, watch this space. So just to finish off, anything that we're doing where we feel though we should be progressing in something and reaching that goal, but we're stuck, it's important that you feel your fear. Just feel it and take the steps to take action. When you're feeling your fears, then you can actually start to ask questions about where is this feeling coming from. So fear is an emotion. Where is that fear coming from? Is it because you've done something similar in the past and you wasn't successful? Is it because you feel like you haven't got the skills, the knowledge, the connections? So really dig deep and start to ask yourself those questions, and your inner guidance will show you the way. So in closing this evening, I hope that I've added value to your journey, and if you felt stuck, I hope that something's been ignited within you after listening to this episode to make a start. And what I would like to do to help that process is to offer you an opportunity to access my free complimentary workshop called 7 Steps to a Better You. It's online. It was recorded over 3 days. It's got some fantastic activities within that will actually help you to take those first steps. Or if you've already started, it's also designed to help you to get to that next level. Wherever you are, you will be able to get value out of that course. So that's it from me. I'm going to go back to my little mantra of I don't know what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow, because I thought that was quite cute. I actually do know what I'm talking about tomorrow, but again, I've left the notes in the other room. So stay tuned, and I'm enjoying this. It's only day 9, but I'm having fun, and I hope that this is helping you to either think about what you need to do, but not just think. Let's get that activity, and I'm here to help, guide, support, and you're part of my journey. I want to be part of yours. All right, on that note, I wish you good night, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.